Good morning. 5:13 is your time. Yesterday was an absolute soaker. We got some much needed rain, a little bit of severe weather early in the morning, but the rest of the day it was just some good soaking rain with occasional thunder. Here's a look in Chattanooga, US 27. Still some wet spots out there as you're getting on to the highway, but all in all, I'd say it's a pretty nice morning for most of us, with the exception of some of the rain going on across North Georgia. Again, Blue Ridge, Ellijay, even parts of Clay County and western North Carolina dealing with that rain, and you can kind of see where the frontal boundary is located, hanging across North Georgia. So there's going to be more rain, especially south of the Tennessee state line through the afternoon before things really start to taper off. But you can see some of those heavier showers and storms moving through Fannin, Gilmer, and parts of Gordon County. So if you're traveling across North Georgia this morning, just expect some slowdowns due to wet roadways. And we did pick up quite a bit of rain. Again, things were calm for much of last week, but finally that front came through yesterday morning and it just brought plenty of rain to the Tennessee Valley, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches. So a lot of that pollen washed away, at least for the time being. And as for your temperatures, we are going to start to cool down behind this front as well. Already 48 in Altamont, 59 here in Chattanooga, 54 in Dayton. Still hanging on to the 60s in front of the front across parts of North Georgia and western North Carolina. But it's going to be one of those days where it may be a little bit warmer this morning compared to what we're going to have this afternoon, because I think we're going to hover in the mid to upper 50s through this evening. Couple showers around this morning, especially across North Georgia, and then we'll start to clear out with temperatures falling into the 40s overnight. And the next big thing we're going to be talking about is the potential for a late season frost or freeze by the time we get into the middle of the week. So tomorrow morning we're going to wake up to the low 40s here in the valley. Look at that. Wednesday, even here in Chattanooga, close to the freezing mark. A lot of higher elevations outside of the city going to drop below freezing. And even throughout the rest of the week, we're going to be waking up to chilly temperatures. By this weekend, back into the upper 30s to lower 40s. So going to be kind of a cooler stretch of things here across the Tennessee Valley as we continue into your Tuesday. Look how quickly we drop off during the evening. And by the time we wake up on Wednesday morning, many of us are going to be down into the low to mid to even upper 30s. So it is going to be a cold start as we move forward. And here's a look at our last freeze of the season. Last year, it was March 19th. Usually it's the last week of March. Latest it's ever happened here in Chattanooga officially, April 25th. So if we do get down to the freezing mark, this would be pretty late, even for Tennessee Valley standards. So we'll keep an eye on things. If you've already planted or if you have potted plants outside, you're probably going to want to bring those in as we go to bed Tuesday night especially. Here's a look at Futurecast. The rest of the day, we'll just have a couple of showers here and there. Notice by 1 o'clock, still some lingering light rain across North Georgia and parts of western North Carolina. But what's going to happen as this front moves further to the east, we're going to get some dry, cool air moving in. And eventually the cloud cover going to diminish later this evening. And by the time we wake up on Tuesday, should have clear skies, and that's going to set the tone for much of your Tuesday. And then we'll be dry through Wednesday, but our next round of rain going to come in on Thursday. Now I have good news with this system. We're not expecting a complete washout, just enough to knock some more of that pollen back out. And I'm not anticipating any severe weather, just some light to moderate showers Tuesday all the way through Friday morning before we clear back out for your weekend. So here's a look at 7-day forecast. Much cooler the next couple of days, only 57 tomorrow. Tuesday night into Wednesday, the chance for freeze or frost. And then Wednesday, we do bounce back into the upper 60s. 70 on Thursday, rain late in the day through Friday morning. And then this weekend's looking nice with cooler temperatures ranging from the 60s on Saturday back to 70 on Sunday. So all in all, this week going to be much cooler. Couple rain chances, but no severe weather expected all the way through next weekend.
Wow.
And this time of the year, that's really good news.
That's a good stretch right there.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Clay.